So, Luke, I mean, I'm going to repeat the question. Like, what's it been like in Baton Rouge? Who's been the guys that have, like, welcomed you in the locker room and stuff like that?
I think everyone was welcoming. I mean, as soon as you got in, the culture here is just unmatched. And, kind of like a team culture is amazing. But, yeah, I played golf with Guidry on my visit, so he's kind of the first guy I got to meet. And, it went well. He killed me in golf, so I've been doing my best to get better every day. But,
I'm sure you had a crazy year last year, I guess, with Alabama baseball. When did LSU hit your radar? And, what about it? Was it just the run and seeing what kind of Jay was putting together?
Yeah, after we were done, I was kind of watching LSU and, just the way they plan and the way they're coached. It's just, I would love to be coached that way. So my attention got drawn to LSU, and, I'm here now. So
it's not rare that an Alabama guy comes here. So how much have you heard that, I guess, in dealing with that?
Not much. I mean, once I got here, it's kind of like I'm here, and I haven't heard much else. So
Talk to Nate. What do you like about Nate? What does he see in you, kind of thing?
Honest. I mean, very intelligent, and you like to have a pitching coach, and he just doesn't just hide things from you. He just tells you right away. So.
Why did you want to enter the portal?
Some things happen, and a lot of guys left, and I wanted to find a team that had a chance at a national championship, and I think this was probably the best odds. So.
I guess just break down your game a little bit maybe for us. Just like what do you feel like are some of the strengths, areas you wanted to work on? Just what were some of the things that you've been, I guess, working on this offseason?
I've been always spun the ball really well, and kind of want to build my body up and throw a little harder. As a starter, I mean, you're sitting 95, 97, those foul tips get swung through. So definitely that, and put on some weight and just continue to perfect all my pitches as well. So.
How do you expect the resources here at LSU to help elevate your game?
I mean, LSU's got everything. So, I mean, excuses if you don't get better here. So.
How you felt like the last month you've been able to build up your body better? Like, what's been your first impression of just working with these guys for the last month?
It's awesome. Not only the weight training, but the nutrition's amazing here. And, nutrition is probably the biggest thing to a pitcher, just staying healthy and, all that. And, Coach Mack has been great in the weight room. And not only the weight room, but, helping me, off the field with nutrition and all that. So.
It's been hard to find food that you like to help put on the weight?
No, not at all. There's everything here. Everything.
Anything in particular?
I mean, I go to Pan Express a lot but the nutrition center over there, D Hall's been great. So yeah, make my way up there a bunch.
You go into this, fall and towards next season thinking your goal is to be the Friday night starter or anything like that, or you just think about getting better and improving certain things that you talked about?
I think everyone's goal is to be, the Friday night starter. I'd say that, but coming in, I'm going to do what's best for the team. It's, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. But whatever helps the team the most, that's what I do.
What about Sinking Springs? That's a heck of a name.
Yeah, it's a long way from here.
Yeah.
But, Paxton's from Pennsylvania as well, so we kind of bonded over that stuff. And, it's cold up there and it's hot down here, so getting used to that. It's a different type of weather down here.
You know what you're getting into being at Alabama. Was that important to you to kind of really take it to the highest level?
Yeah, staying in the SEC is probably what I wanted to do, and coming here is a big boost, and I'm just excited to play in front of best fans and best culture, college baseball. So.
What was your communication sort of like with Jay Johnson when you were trying to make this decision?
He's been great. He's awesome. He wanted me and everything like that. So, after I hit the portal, he was right there every day calling me. So.
Any pitchers that you've kind of grown close with over the last couple months? Anybody that's really kind of helped you since getting here?
I mean, all of the pitchers have been great meeting them, but you meet the transfer guys first, kind of talk to them, and then you kind of bond with the rest of the team. But all the pitchers have been great, and just seeing their work ethic and all that stuff has been awesome. So.
If you were to give yourself like a big league pitcher comparison, what would you say there?
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know. I always think like DeGrom, but I'm not as tall as him. But I'm skinny, and I've got good stuff. So I'm gonna get that velo a little higher, and I'd be close to him.
So. You got good movement, or you got a patient?
I got good movement stuff, and location as well is getting better. So I'm just excited for this year.
I think you said it was every day he was calling you. What's it like being recruited by Jay Johnson?
It's awesome. The first time he called me, it was like, wow, national champions, on the way to winning it. This is real. So, knowing I wanted to be wanted by someone like him has been an honor. So.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it, Luke. All right. Why LSU? Why did you want to come here and kind of switch things up after 4 years? At
Yeah,
Arizona?
I knew if I didn't get drafted going into this that I'd want to experience something new, and I thought the SEC was going to be the most enjoyable, and that's the closest you can get to big leagues. So with Coach Johnson, it was easy to come here. I know every single one of the coaching staff, which I feel like is rare when you're making that switch, and it was easy decision coming in.
What drew you to Jay the first time, and what was reinforced when you kind of landed here?
Yeah, I was originally committed to USC going in, and I was talking to Coach Johnson, and he felt like someone that I could definitely see myself with, and I knew he'd get the best out of you, and he'd show me all like the stats hitting wise, and it's just something that you want to be a part of. And he obviously carried over to LSU with how they swung the bat, and he's just a pro guy that is going to get everything out of you.
How's it been so far since you've been here?
It's been awesome. I mean, I haven't experienced anything like this, and I'm excited to see how the games are. I know those are going to be wild, and I've been to a football game and nothing like that in the pack, so it's been awesome.
You've been working out at center more soon?
I was in practice. I imagine that we're all going to switch. There's no set in where anyone is. So
When you get to the outfield like that, I mean, the competition and obviously what you can do offensively with Jay is going to be the determiner. So what are you seeing in that outfield, and how is it kind of working with all of the competing?
yeah, it's been fun. We have a lot of guys. I think there was 11 the other day out there, so there's definitely a lot of reps for everyone, and I think it's just going to be fun, figuring out how each guy kind of tracks a ball, what their tendencies are, and I think there's a lot of guys out there that can be plugged in and help us win a lot of ball games.
When Jay was originally recruiting you to Arizona, what about him sort of gained your trust?
He came to my house originally, and when I was at SC, and that kind of opened my eyes. I felt like that was someone that like genuinely really wanted me, and he stayed on me and texted me a lot, and I just felt like a bond that happened, and my parents loved him, and it was an easy decision then.
I know you played for him for 2 years at Arizona. Is there a difference that you've noticed between that era of Jay Johnson versus the one that you've seen the last couple months being at LSU?
It's been pretty similar. The practice that we had, the two practices, they were kind of a picture of what it was at Arizona, which was kind of cool to see that he came here and had success with it. So there hasn't been a huge difference, but I feel like he knows more and obviously a lot more experience in the last few years, and it's been fun.
When Jay left Arizona for LSU, did you consider following him to LSU?
It definitely crossed my mind. It didn't happen, and that was totally okay. And then once I didn't get drafted, it was an easy decision.
Who are some of the guys that have kind of welcomed you to Baton Rouge, welcomed him, been good presences to you in the locker room? So
Yeah,
far?
everyone has really. But I remember right away, I saw Hayden when I was going to my physical, and I didn't know who he was, and I didn't expect him to know who I was. And he walked to me, took his time out of his way to come say hi to me. And so originally that was the first guy, and I've met a lot of guys, all the outfielders. Obviously, I work with like Paxton and JP and Mick, Ashton Larson, a freshman, and like gotten to know a lot of them. But Hayden lives near me, so I've been hanging out with him.
You get to watch the College World Series or have a memory from watching it on TV?
From last year?
Yeah, from LSU's run.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Coach Johnson during that time, so it was kind of cool to see, and he took the time during a very important part of his year to talk to me. And I remember watching on TV. I always remember I was at a restaurant, and I just kept turning my head to watch it at a little sports bar, eating dinner with family. And I remember Tommy hit that home run to walk it off, and I was just smiling for Coach Johnson.
What's life like without Riley Cooper?
Probably a little less hectic, a little less. I remember him, he was really upbeat and always having fun and just a wild guy. So I definitely do miss him.
Yeah. He was so important in Arizona and so important here. I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, I've been talking to him, texted him a few times when I was coming out here. So yeah, I'm excited. I think he's coming back for the ring.
Did you visit here at all before you made the choice?
No, I was solely basing it off of the coaches here, and I knew how comfortable I'd be with them. And LSU is a pretty easy decision when you're looking to play baseball.
A little different?
A little different.
What stands out the most is living life in Louisiana, aside from maybe just going to a football game.
Yeah, I mean, the weather to start off is a little different, humidity, but it's not too different from Tucson. You know, it's a college town, and everyone takes a lot of pride about LSU, and you definitely see that when you're going to football games, and that's something that I'm excited for the baseball games.
What are you looking to build on here now in your 5th season, just from like an on-the-field perspective, skills perspective?
Yeah, I think I just kind of want to go out here and have a chance to win another College World Series with all these guys, and that's something that I wanted. So that was my goal, and that's the reason why I came here.
Thanks, man.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mac.